Grasshoppers, the Under-10 finale about to begin really shortly. We talk about those two teams. Conscience Sports White, coached by Sahil, have been one of the standout teams of the tournament, showcasing an incredible attacking philosophy that has seen them score over 100 goals this season. That's an extraordinary feat at the Under-10 level. On the other side, HG Grasshoppers, led by coach Anthony, they have crafted a story of resilience and growth that makes them equally deserving finalists. The campaign didn't begin in the most convincing fashion, with early inconsistencies raising question about their ability to compete at the highest level. However, as the league progressed, this team evolved rapidly, finding rhythm, confidence, and cohesion at just the right time. And so both these teams, they have some individual talent on display in this final as well, and that further elevates the excitement surrounding the contest. For CS White, where the try has been a silent orchestrator, a player who may not always grab the headlines but plays a crucial role in dictating the tempo of the game. His vision, awareness, and the ability to create opportunity for his teammates makes him the heartbeat of this side. It's also got Aviraj Waghira. He's been a pillar of consistency, leading a backline that has conceded the least number of goals in the tournament. Alongside his partner, Ivar Aluwalia, the duo has formed a formidable defensive unit. Meanwhile, Arjun Jain stands as the leading goal scorer with an impressive tally of 26 goals, highlighting the firepower that CS White possess going forward. For HG Grasshoppers too, they boast match winners capable of turning the game on its head. William Merchant has been the sound performer, consistently stepping up in crucial moments and delivering when the team needs him the most. His ability to influence games under pressure makes him a key figure in the final, and all eyes will be on him once again to see if he can deliver and rise to the occasion. Complementing him would be Jaden Coutinho, the team's top scorer with 17 goals, whose attacking instincts have already been displayed. Remarkably, every player in this squad has found their name on the score sheet at least once this season, and that tells you that edgy Grasshoppers, they've got plenty of goal scoring opportunities, and that reflects a team first mentality and a well balanced attacking approach where threats can emerge from anywhere on the pitch. Right then, stay tuned with us. The grand finale is about to begin really shortly. Well, then, the Under 10 finals. Always a good sight to see these young boys come over here. I mean, for many of them, this would be the first finals, and to just grow and evolve into players. And that's why you got to give credit to the Devil Pass Development League as well. I mean, to give these young players regular game time at such young age, which helps them to understand the tactical know-hows of football. That's a big thing. You see, Conscience Sports White just preparing their final words of wisdom from the head coach. Jersey looks good for them. And you talk about the Devil Pass Developmental League, the DPDL has rapidly emerged as one of the most influential grassroots football ecosystems in India. As HG Grasshoppers alongside their head coach, their jersey too looks good. They've got a shade of Prince over there as well. Kabir. And these boys, they will be very excited to play in the, maybe for many of them would be the first finals. But you talk about DPDL redefining how young players are introduced to competitive football and how their development pathways are structured from an early age. And established with the core objective of bridging the long standing gap between casual academy training and meaningful competitive exposure. DPDL was built on the understanding that young footballers in India often lack consistent match experience, which is critical component in player development globally. Unlike traditional knockout tournaments that offer limited game time and emphasize results over growth, DPDL adopts a league-based format that spans several months, ensuring that players participate in multiple matches, thereby gaining invaluable game experience. This approach actually mirrors European developmental models if you look at it, where repetition, decision making under pressure, and tactical awareness are cultivated through regular competitive fixture rather than isolated knockout tournaments. Operating across major football hubs such as Mumbai, Bengaluru, and New Delhi, and gradually expanding into cities like Chennai, Kolkata, and Goa, DPDL has created a nationwide platform that unites academies, clubs, and young talents under one structured system, making it one of the largest and most impactful grassroots initiatives in the country. The league also caters to a wide spectrum of age groups, typically ranging from under 6, under 7 categories all the way up to under 18, ensuring a continuous developmental pipeline where player can progress through different stages of their footballing journey within the same ecosystem. Particularly significant are the younger age brackets, such as the under 10, onto which we have reached the final stages when Conscious Sports White and HG Grasshoppers are ready to lock horns for one last time. And this proves to be an exciting matchup. We are live from Stellarworld School in Andheri. This turf will be a venue for the next 30 minutes of footballing action, which proves to be exciting and entertaining 30 minutes of footballing action as the referees walk along both sets of team, Conscious Sports White and HG Grasshoppers. And you talked about both these sides, right? There are some key players over there. But talk about the league overview. In the under 10 category, you had 32 teams, 358 matches have already been played in the under 10 category. So that's the amount of matches we are talking about. That's the amount of regular game exposure we are talking about. If you include the finals, this would be the 359th game. And that's a long season. That's a season wherein each and every player is getting those opportunities. They're getting regular game time. And not just the players, it's the whole ecosystem. Talk about the coaches as well. They are grinding it out. The ground staffs as well, the referees as well. It's great for Indian footballing ecosystem in short. And now, just coming to its conclusion, we've got two finals today. Both of the matches are finals, the under 8 finals and the under 10 finals. We begin with the under 10 finals first of all. The CS White and HG Grasshoppers. You see these two kids alongside the coveted trophy that's now been taken away. It's time for the good behaviors are done. It's time for football to begin. We talk about DPDL. One of the defining features is its commitment to holistic development, which goes beyond technical training to include mental resilience, teamwork, discipline, and sportsmanship, qualities that are essential for success both off and on the field. The league attracts a diverse mix of participants, including professional club academies, private training institutions, and independent grassroots setups, creating a highly competitive yet developmental environment where young players are consistently channeled. All right then, 9:27 then is start time. Mumbai, the location, 11th of April 2026. All in readiness for this under 10 finals to begin. The temperature is perfect to play this beautiful game of football. The venue looks perfect. 30 degrees Celsius in Mumbai right now. And here we go. Conscious Sports White gets kicked off in this grand finale. And the idea would be pretty simple. No matter at what level you play football, the idea is pretty simple. Get on those early goals. Try and just control the early bits of possession. And that's where, teams try and dominate. Easier said than done, though. It's not easy. But I don't think these boys want to do the easy things. They want to play football. They want to impress everybody. Conscious Sports White early on the attack. We have talked about this team. They have had a good season so far. You talk about Conscious Sports. Coached by Sahil, they have been absolutely ruthless whenever opponents have taken them lightly. 100 goals this season, more than 100 goals this season. Which speaks volume about their attacking intent. They can score goals, and they would once again want to score goal early in the finale. For HG Grasshoppers, you've talked about this team. I mean, not the best of starts for them, but the way they have come back, The head coach Anthony, he would be proud. Shaky start to the season, but a turnaround we have seen from them. As the league progressed, they have found their way, their rhythm. Shot coming in, and the finals has the first goal. Brilliant strike. Just 60 seconds on the board, and the deadlock is broken. Conscience Sports White, as is their habit, they score goals and they score goals early. The coach would be happy. The players certainly are happy. That strike was thunderous. And now HG Grasshoppers, we have to find once again that resilience we have talked about. Easier said than done though. And to find that resilience to make that comeback. Already trailing by one goal. The final is lit up. Take nothing away from that strike. Brilliant finish. Gotta watch the replays onto that one. And just a thunderbolt. And that's what conscious sports teams are known to do. I mean, we saw them in Delhi as well. Remember, we were there in Kolkata, then in Chennai, and then in Delhi, and now in Mumbai. And we've seen conscious sports teams in Delhi as well, as once again they're looking to pounce on for the second. We've seen them in Delhi as well, right? And the quality has been good. And once again, in a finale. Remember, they were the under-9 champions last season, so, I mean, they've got some potential in them, this team. And of course, displaying their potential on the grand stage. Well, then, back in live action, and the drama continues. The grand finale continues. 7 minutes on the board, and this is what you expect when two top teams are there on the pitch. Conscience Sports scoring the goal first, and then Grasshoppers equalizing. And now, once again, on the right hand side, the Scales puts the ball inside and gets the goal as well. This is electric in the grand finale. Goals galore, goals fest coming our way in the Double Pass Development League Under 10 Grand Finale in Mumbai. The number 21 takes on his defender, puts the ball in, and actually beats the goalkeeper to go in the back of the net. I mean, it's not disappointing. Usually finals could be dull. Then the shot coming in from distance. That was a good strike. That was a really good strike. Took his chance from distance. Just have to be careful, the goalkeeper and the defensive line for HG Grasshoppers, because Conscience Sports White, they look like a proper team, and we have seen that, right? I mean, even when you look at their previous games as well, they look like a team that's completely organized, like a band of brothers. They've got good teamwork, good coordination. We spoke about it, 100 goals this season, more than 100 goals this season. It doesn't come like that as HG Grasshoppers. They were trying to mount a comeback for themselves, which they are very sure of. The head coach, Anthony, has made sure that the team knows about comebacks. And the grand finale, they need to make a comeback. Take nothing away from Conscience Sports White, though. A good side that knows how to play their football. And they have been rewarded for that. They've seen goals for the highest order. The first one, especially from the number 19, just placing it with precision. There's the number 21 who's tricking once again his way, and nearly finding something significant and something meaningful. And this has been good. The first few minutes that we have seen have been, and if that's the promise, I mean, the next half, especially the second, wherein everything would be on the line, it was going to be really interesting. Stay tuned. I'm back in action once again. Nearly 10 minutes on the board now. In the updated score, Conscience Sports 3, Grasshoppers 2. I mean, 5 goals already in the first 10 minutes. It's a goal fest. And if you talk about the semi-finals as well, I mean, look at it. Conscience Sports White in the semi-finals, they were trailing 3-1. And then they staged a sensational comeback to turn the tide and won the game with a 6-3 margin. So Conscience Sports, their games are filled with goals. And that's pretty much evident now already. Our scoreline has produced 2 goals for Hoppers and 3 goals for Conscience Sports White. 3-2 the score right now. The 5 goals already being produced. 9 goals were produced in that semi-finals for Conscience Sports. We'll talk about HG Grasshoppers in semi-finals. An intense match over Bravo Titans Blue. And they won the game 2-1. So HG Grasshoppers, they are not probably accustomed to high-scoring goals and high-scoring games. But hey, when you're playing against Conscience Sports White, you got to bring your best game. You got to bring your A game to the pitch. And right now, HG Grasshoppers, they have done well too. It's just hanging on there. And not just hanging out, actually giving a tough fight to Conscience Sports White. And what we have seen so far is the quality. And the quality has been good. See a lot of instructions coming in from the coaches as well. I mean, at this young age, it's not easy to drill these boys into a tactical system. And you can teach them to know how the football, the passing, the shooting, and the receiving. But to actually fit them into a system, the mental awareness and conscious sports, why they've displayed that. I mean, the ideology of playing football, keeping the ball, rotating the ball, using the entire pitch to their advantage, bringing the wingers in. Shot maybe coming in, deflected. The keeper does well. Goes on to the ground and collects it. So that's the ideology we are talking about. And then the keeper as well from distance tries his luck. Maybe just trying to outsmart his opponent. "13 minutes running onto it. This is good skills, but intercepted from behind and probably took just a little bit too much time on that. Good inception. The number 22 now for Conscience Sports Wise tries to put it in, deflected. Still, they will retain possession, and that's good to see. I mean, sustained spell of possession. Rudra now for HG Grasshoppers, who's gonna just try his luck. His shot goes up and over. Arush, the number 22, has been playing predominantly on this right hand side. We saw the goal coming in from number 19, who does his job pretty well. Then this would turn into a corner, that's believe. Yes, it is a corner, onto which Arush is setting himself up. Grasshoppers now back on position. William Merchant, we have talked about this boy, the number 22 for Grasshoppers. Then a shot coming in, good save. And on the rebound, cleared away. That's good. That was really good. That needed saving. That was saved as well. Got to give credit to the keeper. Conscience Sports right, trying to build an attack for themselves now. This is Arush on the ball. Squares it up. Then a shot maybe coming from distance. Arush once again tricking his way. Another attempt. This time around, the keeper from Grasshoppers does well. Collects and releases. And he's frantic. And the quality over here. We've not seen much misplaced passes. We have not seen much of the wrong decisions coming in. It's measured, it's calculative, and most importantly, it's possession. And that's good to see. The more you hold the ball, the better you get. William is playing on this left hand side. William Merchant, we've talked about this guy. He's been good in the tournament. Probably the key player. William Merchant. He's been the showrunner for the team. Coming in clutch. And he needs to come in clutch today as well. Good skills, really good skills. Floored his man, sets it up, and then from point blank range could not finish. The keeper does well for Conscience Sports White. This was a really good opportunity for Grasshoppers. And then on the follow, end-to-end stuff in this grand finale. But talk about that chance. I mean, it should have been in the back of the net, but take nothing away from that save from the Conscience Sports White goalkeeper, who does really well. Arush has been seeing a lot of possession early on in this first half. About to reach his conclusion. And there it is, the referee whistles. End of the first half, and what a half it has been in the DPDL Grand Finale in Mumbai in the under 10 category. 5 goals, 3 for Conscience Sports White, 2 for Grasshoppers. Just 1 goal separating them. What would be the action in the second half now? Will Grasshoppers make a comeback, or will the Conscience Sports White take the trophy and add more goals to the tally? Stay tuned with us. Halftime, CS White 3, Grasshoppers 2. Well then, about to begin the second half in this grand finale of the under 10 category, the Conscience Sports White currently leading by 1 goal. On the halftime scoreline, Conscience Sports White 3, Grasshoppers 2, end-to-end stuff. And both of these sides are saying, what you can do, I can do better, and just matching stride to stride. Hoppers are trailing, and Hoppers need to find a response in the second half, and they begin in their journey, in their purpose. But the way Conscience Sports White have been playing, it's hard to stop them actually, especially after that semi-finals win where they were trailing and they found the resilience to come back and win the game. They were trailing 3-1, then went on to win the game 6-3, scoring 5 goals and then restricting the opponents to score nothing. That's a big sign. The defense is working as well. And now they've got roughly around 15 minutes of football to just call themselves as the champions of the under 10 category in Mumbai. Hoppers would like to spoil the party. They would like to say, you know what, we are here and we would like to take this to penalties. And if they go and score more goals as well, they can end that in the regulation time. We saw a penalty in Delhi. That was the quarterfinals between both the Baichung Bhutia schools. That was a good contest, that's for sure. But I don't think either of these coaches would want the game to go into penalties, because penalties means extra nerves. But this is what football means at this young level as well. I mean, for these boys to experience the thrills and the excitement of the finale, and also the pressure this time around. Hoppers taking their time on this kick in. Now maybe on the counter. Good interception. Conscious Sports wise, you can see they're defending with everything they have got and not making life easier for the Hoppers. And they're on attack as well, trying to create those chances. And Hoppers need to actually find their passing groove now. You see the parents as well. That's good. And good to see the support coming in from behind as well for these players. Now maybe. Shot. Just goes wide. That was close. Hoppers are getting closer to equalizing. And from the corner now, puts it in. Just finds thin air. He should have probably tried to pick up a man. Oh, there was a deflection, I believe. There was a deflection. Hoppers will still retain the possession. The keeper finds number 10. He does well. Tricky feed from him. And then just surrounded by two Conscious White players, has lost the possession. Now then maybe a chance to break on the counter. Stolen away and then a shot coming in but goes wide. We've talked about it. It's end-to-end stuff. And there's no stopping about this grand finale. Just keeps on continuing and keeps on continuing with attacking flair. Shot and then deflected. That was needed. That was vital. The deflection coming into picture. That was vital actually. Because if not, that would have ended in the back of the net. And if Conscious Sports White go and find the fourth goal, probably could be done and dusted. So it's very important that the next goal that comes in this grand finale comes from Hoppers. The way Conscious Sports White are just controlling the game right now, even though they're not in position still with their challenges in the defensive areas. Then a shot. The keeper probably scrambling, but was always going off target. But still, he didn't want to take any chances, the keeper for the HG Grasshoppers. Where is that equalizer coming in from? How do you find that equalizer? Time is ticking. Remember, in the DPDL under 10 category, the halves for the under 10, that's 15 minutes half, 30 minutes the football separated by a half time. So not a lot of time remaining to plot a comeback. All the 5 goals coming in the first half itself. And second half probably now Conscious Sports wise, as the time would take, they would just like to, keep the possession to themselves. Do not want any slip-ups. Or maybe go and score a goal for themselves as well. Good keeping once again. It's not easy. It's not easy just being in that area right now because Conscious Sports White are threatening. They are just trying to take the shots from distance. The keeper has made some decent saves, Aaron, now for Grasshoppers. His touch was not the best. And Jaden is also up front. Jaden Coutinho, we've talked about him, 17 goals. And these names, they have to step up now. Aaron, Jaden. They have to find something meaningful for Grasshoppers. And this is where character is tested. 20 minutes from the boot, as you now see the ticker coming in. Or just 10 remaining after this. But coming back to it, this is where character is tested early on, playing a grand finale, and your team is down. Fans are watching. Who steps up to the pressure? Oshim, the number 66. Can he step up to the pressure? Right now he's defending. And these are things that make a champion early on. I mean, the hunger to score goals for your team. This time around, once again, there was a deflection on that shot, but the keeper makes sure that he was safe. And he has been safe throughout. Oh, this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. And somehow it does not end up in the back of the net. Grasshoppers are getting closer. And then a shot once again saved by the keeper. But they're getting closer, the Grasshoppers. They're getting really close now. 21 minutes on the board. Aaron trying to just whack that in. Will end up being a kick in. This is good stuff. Conscious Sports White, they have to hold on, or if they go and score one for themselves. But right now, as the clock is ticking, the Grasshoppers, they are just trying to find the surge of momentum. Jaden Coutinho, the number 9, leaves it for Oshim. It looks good right now. It looks promising for the Grasshoppers. If they go about their business as they're going right now, I mean, there is an equalizer in this game. I can sense that. Conscience Sports White, probably they've not played their best football in the second half. Most of the shots have been coming in from distance. They've lost their possession rhythm. Either they're clearing the ball or just defending over there. I think they need to get their attacking flair back in. Aaron does well, beats two man and then feeds it up. Aaron intercepted. Good defending from the Conscience Sports White boys, but taking nothing away from that piece of skill from Aaron. Beating two players and then a shot, and this time around it's gone in. 3-3. The Grasshoppers have equalized, and this game is alive. The grand finale is alive, and HG Grasshoppers are alive. This is what the developmental league means. And then Conscience Sports White now, and they have to fight. Grasshoppers have already shown that they can fight, trailing a lot of times in the game, and they have equalized a lot of times. And this was crucial. Remember, they went down. Conscience Sports White took the lead, and then Grasshoppers came back in the game. Once again, Conscience Sports White 3-2. They were leading. The Grasshoppers 3-3 now. They have equalized. That is where we stand in the game right now. And it's good. It's really good. And this is what finals mean, right? You can look at the happiness that was there on the face of those boys when they equalized. This is what they like, to compete, to fight, to participate. And now Conscience Sports White, can they have one more goal in them to just break the heart of everyone in that Grasshopper dugout? That one goal would be really crucial. And now then, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, is this game probably going to end 3-3 and then we go into the penalties? Or is there one more goal in the regulation time that sets and kills this game right on the death? 6 minutes remaining. And there we have the confirmation. The equalizer came in from Oshim Sagar. Jersey number 66. We have talked about him. I did talk about him. Can Oshim go and provide the finishing touches? He did provide the finishing touches, the number 66. And then Grasshoppers, now they're getting closer. Fueled by that equalizer, they're trying to find the winner as well. And wouldn't that be a story? Trading 3-2 and winning 4-3. They're pulling out a classic move on Conscience Sports White themselves, who equalized in the semi-finals and then went on to win the semi-finals. They're facing a good team in the semi-finals as well, Conscience Sports White, but made sure they win that game. And now, I mean, wouldn't that be a story? To topple the Giants, topple Conscience Sports White. I've been absolutely staggering this tournament. Alan on this right-hand side has been good. Alan tries to take a shot. And nearly, I think there's Jaden who nearly got a connection onto it, but the keeper for Conscience Sports White saves the day. Aaron from this right-hand side has been delivering. Once again, Aaron delivered inside the box. Jaden, I think he got a shot onto it. Just unable to put that in the back of the net. But this is a match worthy of a grand finale, to be honest. I mean, the tension has been palpable, and you can feel it in the form of the players, the coaches, our fans as well, the parents coming in. Both the keepers deserve a lot of credit, to be honest, even though it's a 3-3 game. But the keepers have done a good job. And of course, in a short-sized turf environment when you're playing 5v5, I mean, there's going to be goals, that's for sure. But the way these two keepers have gone about their business, I think this could easily have been 5-5 or 6-6 as well. Both of these teams have took shots. Both of these keepers from close range have saved a lot of those shots. They deserve the credit. And now if things stay like this, if this is going to be 3-3 after the end of 30 minutes, penalties, here you come. And over there, the goalkeepers, they will get a chance to be the heroes. They will get a chance to call themselves the match saviors or the match winners. As things stands, the goal from Oshim is the difference settler. Conscience Post wide, we're leading 3-2. Grasshoppers desperately needed that equalizer, and Oshim provided the finishing touches, scored the goal. And 3-3 now. Jayden Coutinho is standing up front, the number 9. If he can go and score the winner, that would be some story. Jayden Coutinho, 17 goals this season. Caution Sports White. I don't think they have played their best football in the second half. But right now, they come on the attack. You don't need to play your best football to win the finals. All you need to do is score goals. And if Conscience Sports White go and score this 4th goal this late in the game, it will be done and dusted. Jayden Coutinho this time around slips. Oshim on the left, running onto it. Oshim shoots. Good football once again. It goes off target in the end. But there you see the end-to-end stuff that we have been talking about. It's relentless right now. Less than 140 seconds remaining in this grand finale. Shot now coming in, goes off target. They're taking their chances, the Grasshoppers. They're taking their chances. This would have been some goal, right? If this went in the back of the net. I mean, that was shot with venom, but sadly lacked precision. Because if that had been on target, even if that had been on target, I think it would be hard for the goalkeeper to make a save because that was shot with pure fierceness. The last 120 seconds or something remaining in this contest, in this grand finale. Jayden is quickly taking over this kick. Oshim now scored the equalizer. Can he go and score the winner as well? That would be some story, right? HG Grasshoppers, can they find something system? Now then, the Conscience Sports White. They were moving on the attack from the left-hand side. I mean, this is absolutely frenetic. Absolutely frenetic. Entering the last 60 seconds of the game. And there's nothing to separate between these two sides. Well then, this is very decisive. Free kick from close range. Number 21 standing over it. Can he finish for Conscience Sports White? Goes off target. Good attempt. A hit with a lot of power. And could that be the last bit of action we see before we go into the penalties now? 3-3. Still, it's in the death. And if Jayden Coutinho can provide something special for us. Jayden goes back. And then the rolling out ball will just be enough, I think. Less than 20 seconds remaining now in the normal time. And I think we are going into the penalties, that's for sure, in this under 10 final category. At Conscience Sports White and Grasshoppers, they have put on a classic in this DPDL under 10 category finals in Mumbai. Still not over though. Still not over. Could be one last bit of action coming into picture. We are into the stoppage time now. This is Vidruth. We've talked about him for Conscience Sports White. Number 20 puts it in. And on the acrobatic attempt, that was the last bit of action in the regulation time. The referee blows his whistle. 3-3. That's been the scoreline in the under 10 final category. And now we head on to the decisive penalties. Nothing to separate between the both sides in the normal time. And that's been the quality. And that's been the resilience from both these sides. Especially Grasshoppers. They were trading 3-2. They needed to find something. And they did find something. Oshim Sagar went on and scored the equalizer. And courtesy of that equalizer, Grasshoppers are alive. Conscience Sports White, for them, they would think that probably the game was for them to take home, but not their best football in the second half in terms of creating chances, in terms of just rotating them. The first half was brilliant from Conscience Sports White. The way they just kept the ball, rotating it, using the position to their advantage, bringing all the players onto it. In the second half, probably a bit complacent with that lead. Maybe just wanted to protect it. But then the Grasshoppers, they had other ideas. They wanted to fight. They wanted to survive. And now you never know. You never know who's got the momentum on their side, because Grasshoppers, I mean, they're alive, right? They're surviving and they have scored the equalizer. So maybe the momentum is on their side. The boys maybe just buzzing in. They take nothing away from Conscience Post White. They're a very reliant side. And when it comes to big moments, this team can deliver. All eyes would be on the top scorers, Arjun Chan and Jaden Coutinho, who will be once again the focal point. I mean, remember last time Grasshoppers and CS White met, the match ended 4-4. So these two teams, they have a habit of just going out there and scoring goals against each other. Last time around, they scored 8 goals together, this time around 6 goals, and this time around a grand finale. So, I mean, this is what we expect, right? Conscience Sports White, last season under 9 champion, coming back again to defend their title in the following age category, that's in the under 10. And HG Grasshoppers, they missed out in the finals last season. They exited the competition in the semi-finals, and they look to achieve the silverware this season. And here we go. Aaron to start the spot kick. The number 10 for HG Grasshoppers. If he can give his team a good start. Here's Aaron. And Aaron scores. Not only scores, puts HG Grasshoppers in the lead. Was there ever any doubt? Just blasting it in. Certainty. And now for Conscience Sports White, the number 21. Can he restore parity? He does restore parity. And restores parity with a plumb. 1-1 now in this penalty shootout. In comes Jaden Coutinho, the top scorer for the Grasshoppers. Jaden Coutinho saved. Conscience Sports White, advantage to them. And this goalkeeper deserves some credit. Jaden Coutinho's penalty has been saved. And now CS White chance for them to go in the lead. And they are in the lead, 2-1. Finished with a plumb. With Ruth, it was for G Grasshoppers. Much lies on this penalty. Oshim, the man who scored the equalizer, the number 66 for the Grasshoppers, he has to score. Here's Oshim, and Oshim scores. Thunderous strike from him. Still advantage lies for the Conscience First White, courtesy of that penalty save. And back in action. And back in action. And the goalkeeper steps in for HG Grasshoppers. Can he deliver? Can he deliver? Here's the goalkeeper against the goalkeeper. Saved! And how important that could be. Conscience Sports White. They are closing in. They are closing in now. Once again, the rules are reversed. It's once again the keeper versus the keeper. This time around, the keeper for Conscience Sports White, who has already saved the penalty. He scores! And he scores with a plumb. And there it is. Conscience Sports White are the champions of the under 10 category in Mumbai. Conscience Sports White will collect the silverware. It's their keeper who has been the hero. First saved the penalty and then scored it to give his team the trophy, to give his team the title. This has been absolutely brilliant, the grand finale. All credit to the HG Grasshoppers as well, who have displayed tremendous grit and that comeback spirit. Trailing 3-2, scored the equalizer, took the game deep down into penalties. Nothing to be ashamed of. I think football has won today. I think the grassroots has won today. And this is what the DPDL stands about. Games that go right to the wire. And then in the end, team spirit, team bonding. Just, you can see all the parents and the fans in behind applauding the players, and they deserve it. And they deserve this. That's been good. It's been really good. Conscience Sports edge out in penalties. Conscience Sports are the champions in the under 10 DPDL Mumbai category. Well done, boys. This is your moment. Basket in. Enjoy. My name is Kumar Satyam. We will tune in. This game is done and dusted, but we will come back with live action once again. 10:20 is the kickoff. The under 8 finals. MH Orange FC versus Kandivali FC. Stay tuned. That game is coming up shortly. Till then, enjoy the visuals from Mumbai. Well, then, back again in live action. The Double Pass Development League Mumbai edition continues. The grand finale continues after a thrilling under 10 category wherein the Conscience Sports White were crowned the champions. Now we move on into the under 8 category, and you've got a fantastic finale lined up. And this proves to have everything to just move on to live up to the hype of the previous grand finale. And there you see, this is going to be one heck of a grand finale. The MH Orange taking on Kandivali FC. This is going to be a lit finale about to begin really shortly. Stay tuned with us. Well, then, about to begin really shortly. The under 8 finals. MH Orange taking on Kandivali FC. Live from Mumbai. The first grand finale was absolutely frantic. Conscience Sports White and HG Grasshoppers leveled after the end of 30 minutes. 3-3 was the scoreline, and then on penalties, it was their goalkeeper, Shot Patil, who was absolutely brilliant. First of all, saving the penalty from the opposition's goalkeeper and then finishing his penalty to plumps. And courtesy of that, Conscience Sports White are the champions in the under 10 category. And now, MH Orange versus Kandivali FC. The under 10 category final is done and dusted. The under 8 category final is shortly underway. My name is Kumar Satyam, your commentator on the microphone for the day. Will be throughout everything happening in this grand finale. Stay tuned with us. About to begin shortly. Well, then back in live action once again as the two teams alongside the referees are now ready to take it onto the field and that coveted trophy, the DPDL Under 8. Who's going to be the champions? Is it going to be MH Orange or will the Kandivali FC brag their authority on the trophy? Time will tell us. Time will tell the story. About to begin really shortly, this grand finale in the Under 8 category. And we are hoping that this delivers as exactly as the Under 10 finale did. MH Orange and Kandivali FC. I mean, you look at these two sides, and the kids are very young right now. Most of them will be playing in their first grand finale, and that's the purpose of the DPTL, to give the boys a regular game time and then to elevate the standards and then put them into grand finale. And that's really good, isn't it? I mean, to have that kind of exposure early on in your career and to know that this is not going to be a one-off tournament. I mean, you're going to be back next season as well. You want to keep on playing. And that's a good side as well. The chief guest in the house, just encouraging and motivating the players. That's Adil Sheikh and Helen Nongtudu. Both of them Mumbai City FC first team players. So there's a bit of inspiration coming into picture for these young guys. Meeting their idols, meeting them early. And someone to look up to, someone to idolize. Their work ethic, their training regimes, the way they practice, the way they dedicate their lives to football. And at this young age, for these young boys, the journey up far is very, very tough. Of course, being a professional footballer is not easy, requires a lot of discipline, a lot of courage, a lot of dedication, determination, sacrifices as well. But for them to meet these two stalwarts of Mumbai City first team, that's Helen Nongtudu and Adil Sheikh, that's a good sign. And that's a good sight as well. The team pictures are something that these young boys will cherish forever. As MH Orange and Kandivali FC is about to begin really shortly now. You talk about these two teams. We have spoken about them in distance and length. But one final time, we talk about the league overview. 204 matches before this in the Under 8 category. 18 teams were participating, 204 matches. If you include the finals, there's going to be 205. Talk about both teams have been on a high roll right from the very start of the season. It's tough to single out one over the other. They have both played incredible football with intensity and have never looked close to settling for anything less than their best and a victory. And not surprisingly, these two sides are among the teams with the highest number of wins this season. And they have truly earned their place in this showdown of the Immortals, the grand finale. You talk about MH Orange in semi-finals. Registered a thrilling 5-4 win over Newma in a match packed with intensity and end-to-end action. On the other hand, Kandivali FC in semi-finals. They went till the final minute for the match to end 1-1, and eventually Kandivali FC registered 2-1 victory in penalties over CS White, Conscience Post White. Players to watch out for. You've got Shore and Kandivali FC. There's the number 20 in front of your screen right now. Shore, he's been everywhere on the pitch for Kandivali, dominating the midfield, driving through opponents' defenses, tracking back, and making crucial block. We got Vyom, the number 1, got Ayash, the number 11, Heyansh, the number 9. And on the other end, for MH Orange, we got Joshua and Ashwath as their key players. Joshua has been relentless up front for the team, constantly on the move, and a real threat in the attack. And those kind of players are really handy if you have them in your team. With 33 goals already to his name, he's been a standard performer this season. I mean, it's going to be interesting if he can add more to his tally in the grand finale when a team needs the boot. MH Orange with the team pictures, that's good to see. Their jersey looks vibrant as their gameplay has been in this season. Ashwath as well has been a true backbone of the team. Fearless and composed. He's thrown himself at every shot, making crucial saves and stepping up in big moments to keep his team in the game. For Kandivali FC, you got Vyom Shah, 27 goals. He's been their top scorer. And from MH Orange, you've got Joshua, who's been their top scorer with 33 goals. And Kandivali FC and MH Orange in the previous times in the tournament have faced each other twice. Once in the group stage and again in the POT1. And incredibly, we are still waiting for a winner. both these encounters were draw 1-1 and 2-2 respectively. That goes to show you that the setup is good. It's not easy to break down the defenses. It's not easy to score goals against each other. And that's a sign of a good team. But that could change today in the grand finale. I mean, of course, we out to have a winner. This is the knockout. This is the grand finale. Even if the game ends in a draw, we'll go into the penalties as we did in the under 10 finals. So we're going to have a result, that's for sure today. Both Kandivali FC and MH Orange have been dominant forces throughout the season. And today the stage is set. The crowd is ready, the fans are ready, the parents are ready to witness a decisive winner between these two top performing sides in what promises to be a thrilling finale. It's going to be good. I'm just hoping for this one to deliver as did the under 8, I beg your pardon, the under 10 grand finale did deliver. The way these two teams have performed in the semi-finals, the finals would be lit. Here we go. The action continues, the action kicks off. Footballing heritage, this is the under 8 grand finale. MH Orange taking on Kandivali FC. One last game to call themselves the champions in the Mumbai edition. One last game to lift the title. One last game to give it everything these two teams and these players have got. For the coaches, for the fans, for everyone watching in, this is delight. On the microphone, this is Kumar Satyam tuning in with a live action as the early bit of hustle and bustle continues in this grand finale. That's a good marauding around the goal. Probably was open for a bit and then a crunching tackle coming into picture. And there you see early tackles flowing in. I'm not restricting these players. I want to just go in and throw those tackles, throw in those boots. Still very young, but not shy of throwing in those tackles. And this will count as the first shot, even though it's off target. You can see how significantly the goalposts have reduced in the under 8 category. In the under 10 category, you had the height of the goalpost was a bit higher. Over here, the height has been reduced, and so it's a bit more challenging now. You've got to place your goals to perfection, and the goalkeeper for MH Orange is tall. He's tall, he's strong. It's not going to be easy. Yeah, just got to build on some position early on. There's a shot, but blocked away. Probably a tame effort, not the best on target. You talk about these two teams, they have got quality. They have got players who can score goals. We have talked about it, right? I mean, both of them have a top scorer. Kandivali, they've got Briam Shah. And he's got a lot of goals over there. Once again, there was an attempt. Orange have to be careful, and they are careful. But you can see those early tackles coming in from Kandivali. And that's good to see because they're drilling as a defensive unit. And both these teams throwing on those early tackles, and that's good to see. I mean, defenses make you win the finals, remember? Of course, attack is great, but the defense is what separates normal teams to champion teams. MH Orange now on the break. Gertz streaky feet from the number 82. Is that Joshua? That is Joshua Jesso, the top scorer with 33 goals. And once again, showing why he's got the caliber, he's got the capacity. And Joshua once again shoots, this time unblocked. Will be a kick in. And Joshua Jesso, there's the confirmation. The number 82 right now for Orange, who's been their top scorer, who's been in scintillating form. Right now, has to provide something in the grand finale. And what a story that would be. Scoring throughout the season, scores the winning goal in the grand finale. And those are some stories that, when kids get it early in their life, that makes them build into good players. They carry on the momentum, they carry on the goal-scoring threat. Over here, once again, just not able to sort his feet in time. That was good, though. Joshua is piling on the pressure early on. He's playing up front. Kandivali FC, KFC, their short form, have to be careful. You don't want to concede the early goal, but to their credit, KFC, this is a crunching tackle, even though it's resulted into a foul. But there you see no shortage. That was the number 81. No shortage of intensity. I mean, some of those challenges have been good. We didn't see much challenges coming in the under 10 category. So the under 8 boys, I mean, defensively, they're solid. They're not afraid of throwing in their challenge. Heyansh now puts the ball in. Shot now coming in, blocked away. That's good. It was good, to be honest. Heyansh from his left-hand side, the left foot ball coming into picture. And then blocked away. A bit of challenge. Risky challenge over there. We will continue with live action really shortly as this grand finale. Well then, the action continues, the action resumes, putting it everything on the line. These two teams still trying to break the deadlock, still trying to get the first goal. I'm not so sure if the first goal is coming, and if it's coming, who's scoring it? 15 minutes on board. Left foot shot from distance, blocked, and then on the follow-up. Nearly. That was close. That was close. Into the 16th minute of the game. Remember, in the under 8 category, the first half is 12 minutes, then separated by a break, and then 12 minutes of the second. And we are nearly into the last quarter of the game now. 8 minutes will remain after this. 8 minutes for these teams to find something significant. Otherwise, hey, we'll go into the penalties. And everyone does love a penalty shootout. Watching as a neutral, but as a fan, I'm sure penalties get on the nerves of everybody. I mean, if you're a coach, I'm not so sure if you love penalty shootout because it's unpredictable. It could go anywhere, right? And we saw in the first game the conscience post White. The keeper, Schroeder, was the trump man, saved the penalty and then also scored his penalty. So that is what penalties are all about. It's unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. And for these two teams, I'm sure the coaches would want a winning goal. Either of the coaches. They would not want to concede, but they would want to go and score the winning goal, which would turn the complexion of the game. Right now, this is good tackling. I mean, they're putting everything, not letting the strikers move up front. And that's really good to see. I mean, defensive ability, the awareness, and the resilience as well. To put in those tackles, the hard work. Shot now coming in, blocked. That was so close. In the grand finale, the first goal is not coming. But Kandivali FC, they're getting closer. They're getting closer to scoring their first goal. Left foot ball, trying to find Viom. The idea is pretty simple. They're trying to find their main man, but I mean, for Kandivali, I think 3 or 4 players have been good. Heyansh has been good. Ayansh Gajaria has been good. Viom Shah, of course. Shaw as well. They're controlling the bulk of the possession right now. This time around goes back to the keeper. The last man, should I say, rather than the keeper. The first touch is probably not the best. MH Orange can break, but there's the interception. You have to be careful, Kandivali. They don't want to lose this game now because they have done so much hard work, but one moment, one lapse of concentration, MH Orange can pounce onto it. You don't want them to pounce, do you? This is good side, the orange side. I don't want to give them any bit of error to pounce onto. Once again, those challenges coming in, and then Viom is falling, but he's not losing possession. Look at that from Viom Shah. He goes down, but he does not lose the possession. That's good to see. Putting everything on the line. Putting everything to the line, of course. And that's what grand finales are all about, right? I mean, just giving everything that you've got. 19 minutes approaching on the board. Still searching for the first goal. And this could well end in penalties. But still 5 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes are a lot of time. If Kandivali can go and score the goal. They think the goal would be merited, to be honest. The way they have kept the ball. I mean, look how comfortable they are. Just rolling the ball left, right and center. And then a shot coming in, goes wide, never troubling the keeper. But I think MH Orange, their pressing game has been a bit weak. That's where they can improve, and that's where the head coach also next season can come in and just, and that's the motto, right, for the DPDL as well, that you can actually improve season after season, learn on, teach the boys. So I think right now, once again, a shot blocked away by the keeper nonchalantly. If their pressing improves a bit, because right now it's Kandivali who are very freely rotating the ball, taking their shots, piling on the pressure. And to be honest, I mean, for the amount of ball possession they've had, for the amount of freedom on the ball they're enjoying, and they should score a goal. And they're trying to do that. They're trying to score from distance. They're trying to just break the deadlock. It's not happening so far, but it's been good. MH Orange, they can hit Kandivali on the counter. 4 minutes remaining after this. Maybe another shot coming in closely. Goes out in the end. And for all the possession, for all the shots, I don't think the MH Orange keeper is probably, I won't say he's been comfortable. There have been shots coming onto him. He's made some decent kicks and saves. But I don't think he has been troubled. He would feel like he's comfortable so far. And still, you see MH Orange, they carry that potential on the break. All they need is one moment, one goal. And probably that's what it takes. Good first touch, but just a bit too heavy. That's what we're talking about. One ball played into the striker. He tries to open his body. And Joshua is now dropping deep, trying to just help the team out. Kandivali have emerged with the ball. Vyom as well. Trying to build from the back once again. He lost possession. They're trying to just keep the ball rotated, use the entire players, use the width, and that's good to see. You got to give the credit to the coaches as well for Kandivali FC, because these boys are drilled good. They understand football. Are very close now. Good defending in the end, because that was close, and that could have resulted in the first goal of the game. Vyom it was, I believe, who's playing everywhere. He's up and down the pitch. We're getting closer. Closer and closer. Nearing the 22 minutes mark. 120 seconds remain after this. 120 seconds for either of these teams to go and find the winning goal in the normal time. If not, we know what's coming. It's penalties. Yeah, but before that, just a bit of word from both the coaches. Just trying to make sure that they have everything jammed in. You see Kabir, you see Joshua. Both of these players are trying to grab in everything they can at this young early age. I think the coaches as well deserve a lot of credit, because it's not easy to just dictate your tactical awareness to these young boys. I mean, the coach is old, right? He's an adult. He understands football. But how do you translate that to these young boys? How do you give them that know-how? How do you understand? How do you make them understand? That is a different ball game, isn't it? And so I think the coaches deserve a lot of credit to nurture the grassroots. As we resume after that short break, the sun is shining in Mumbai right now. They deserve that break. Vyom once again on the ball. Can he produce a moment of magic? Vyom tries sticking on his man. Intercepted. Oh, this will go down the wire. It just feels like this will go into penalties, because MH Orange, they have shown good defensive solidarity, and their goalkeeper has been good. Shot coming in from distance, blocked away. And tries to find Vyom, who's dropping deep. Could be dangerous. Vyom does well, does really well, but I think the referee has blown his whistle. Take nothing away from that piece of skill from Vyom. He was in a tight angle and then just nonchalantly beating two defenders. Moving forward, MH Orange, they've got a corner now. This could lead into something. Instead, it's Kandivali who are breaking. Shot now maybe coming in. Good interception. That was probably the moment that Kandivali could have pounced onto. I think it was Ayansh Kajaria who was running onto it. Now Ayansh is on kicking duties. But that was a good chance. But MH Orange, as we have talked about it, they have been resilient, they have been solid. Whenever needed, they are throwing in those tackles, and they're not making life easy for the Kandivali boys. Both these teams, we have talked about it, right? They met twice. Vyom once again chopping, turning and twisting, and tries to produce a moment of brilliance. But we have talked about it, right? Both these teams, they have faced each other twice so far, and both have been ending in draws. The first one was 1-1 and the second was 2-2. And feels like the third one would also end up in a draw, but this time around we'll get a winner because we will head into the penalties. Into the stoppage time now. There would be at least 2 minutes because remember there was an interception as well. Beg your pardon, interruption is what I meant to say. There's going to be at least 2 minutes of time added on, that's for sure. Well then, if this goes into penalties, who are your kickers? And that's also something for the coaches to decide. Can he produce one last moment on this right hand side? Intercepted. Defending has been good from Orange. We have talked about it and talked about it in length. The time is ticking. Someone has to find something. Oh, so nearly. For a moment or so, you thought this was the moment. That was so close, ever so close. That could have been the moment, but instead, it just goes off target. My word, this finale is living up to the expectation. Everyone is hooked. The parents are hooked. The fans are hooked. And the coaches, they must be holding their nerves. Ayansh just trying to shield the ball. And I think he has done well, has he? Yes, he has done well. I think the referee is also coming to the aid. Just making sure. Into the third minute now of the stoppage time. Probably the full-time whistle could be coming anytime soon now. He's trying to shield the ball, and I think he's done well, has he? Oh, this could be a chance. The keeper does well in the end. Not only does well, Kandivali are on the break. Wayum. What a ball this is. What a ball this is. And then a tackle. Trying to keep the play alive. But take nothing away from that delivery. And there it is. The full-time whistle comes from the referees. The under 8 category is also going into penalties, that's for sure. 0-0. Full-time, MH Orange 0, Kandivali FC 0. Nothing to separate these two sides after the end of the regulation time. It will be penalties that will decide the outcome of this game. Right then, both the finals and both of them heading into penalties. What else do you expect? What else do you want from a under 8 grand finale, and only in DPDL, right? The double pass developmental, you get to see such thrilling matches. And of course, this will go down the wire. And I mean, if you look at what we have seen today, I think it's been a defensive masterclass. Attacking wise, yes, you've got moments, but I think I've been impressed by the tackles, by the interceptions. With the last-ditch defending, we have seen the goalkeepers that stood up to the task. I think that's good. And now, it all comes down to the goalkeepers once again. Who's gonna hold their nerves? Who can just probably step up to a big cause, to the big challenge? And remember, in the grand finale, this is where nerves are tested. This is where courage and character are brought out to the floor early on in their careers. Who's got that hunger to win? Who wants it more? And this is where this is where the battle lines are drawn. This is the differentiator. And this is where you'll see players stepping up. And also, it gives them the character early on in their careers to just shape themselves into a better professional player. And not just professional players, also as persons, as human beings. To have that spirit to fight till the very end. And then, after all, it's a competitive game. Yes, you're fighting. Yes, you're scraping and you're battling. But in the end, to have the sportsmanship and the gamesmanship to just congratulate your opponent, whatever happens, even if you win or you lose, or this time around, that's a good one. Kandivali, they've got the first one. MH Orange, can they find the first for themselves? Yes, he does. Equaled 1-1. Chance for Kandivali to go up in the lead once again. And there it is, and it is in the back of the net. 2-1. MH Orange. They'll always feel the pressure taking the second kick. They have to make sure they manage that pressure. Right now, trailing 2-1. This could be 2-2, and this is 2-2. Makes no mistake. Ayansh now comes in, the number 11 for Kandivali FC, who's been good. And if he can put this in the back of the net, advantage. Kandivali. Ayansh misses. Ayansh has missed. So advantage MH Orange now. They can go in the lead with this kick. And it is missed. Hits the side post. My word. There's a lifeline. There is a lifeline for Kandivali. Ayansh missed, and so did the MH Orange player. In comes a left foot shot. Has gone in the back of the net. There's Heyansh Desai. The number 9 does not miss. MH Orange. And now once again they will feel the pressure. Kandivali versus MH Orange is delivering this for sure. Just goes in the back of the net. Does well. We will still go till the last kick. And this one will be important. Right now both teams have taken 4 kicks. 3-all it is. Left foot shot. Misses. And now this could be the kick that leads MH Orange to probably becoming the champions. If this goes in the back of the net, fingers crossed, takes his shot, goes in the back of the net, celebration comes in, and there it is. MH Orange are the champions in the under-8 category in Mumbai. 0-0 in the regulation time. In the penalties is MH Orange, who have out-trumped Kandivali FC. And they will be the champions in the DPDL under-8 category. They will lift the title. Take nothing away from Kandivali FC, who have given us a good tournament display throughout, and the finals as well. Strong defensive resolution, just toppling out in the penalties. Kandivali FC, well played, boys. But for now, it's MH Orange who are the champions in the under-8 category. Celebrations will begin, and parents will swarm in. That's it from the Mumbai edition. 2 grand finales lined up, the under-10 as well as the under-8. Both of them went in the penalties. And just a small recap, in the under-10 category was Conscience Sports White, who defeated the HG Grasshoppers to lift the under-10 DPDL Mumbai category trophy. And in the under-8 is MH Orange, who have gone on to lift the trophy in the DPDL Mumbai edition. And that's it from the live stream. This will be followed by post-match presentation. For each and everyone tuning in, stay tuned. My name is Kumar Satyam. Once again, we've been in Kolkata, we've been in Chennai, we've been in Delhi, now in Mumbai. It's been an absolute privilege, an absolute honor to see these young, budding, generational champs play football in the Devil Pass Developmental League. Hope that it continues, and hope that we will be there following everything. Enjoy the highlights, enjoy the moments. My name is Kumar Satyam. I'm signing off.
incredible months, a total of 500 plus matches, and 20,000 plus minutes of competitive football across both age categories, we are proud to mark the conclusion of a truly remarkable season here in Mumbai. At Double Pass, our vision has always been to create the best possible competitive platform for aspiring young talents. We firmly believe that children grow, develop, and thrive when they are exposed to a variety of opponents within a structured and meaningful league environment. This season has been a wonderful reflection of that belief, and today we celebrate not only the achievements but also the growth, learning, and the spirit of the game. First and foremost, we would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to all the parents and families who have supported us throughout this journey. Your presence on the sidelines, your constant encouragement, and your unwavering beliefs in these young athletes have played a huge part in making this league so special. Thank you for being such an important part of this journey. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank all the academies and clubs along with their respective chairpersons, technical directors, coaches, and their support staff for believing in and supporting our vision of developing Indian football through meaningful competitive leagues. Your commitment to nurturing young players continues to shape the future of the sport. Finally, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to all our sponsors and partners for helping and making this event a grand success. We are truly grateful to work with organizations that share our vision and understand the importance of a structured competition in shaping young talent. Your support has enabled us to provide an exceptional league experience for our aspiring footballers. We would now like to introduce you and honor our distinguished guests on stage. A talented, dynamic player representing Mumbai City FC. He has consistently showed discipline and strong defensive qualities on the pitch. His journey is a reflection of the dedication, perseverance, and hard work, making him a wonderful role model for the young aspiring footballers. We are delighted to have him with us. Can we have a round of applause for Adil Sheikh? Now, a promising young footballer from Mumbai City FC, known for his energy, creativity, and technical ability in midfield. His passion for the game and commitment to continuous improvement makes him a standout performer and an inspiration for the next generation. We are thrilled to have him. Can we have a round of applause for Hanil Logan too? We would also like to extend a big Football Association for recognizing our baby league for their continued efforts in building a strong football ecosystem in the city. We are extremely grateful for the support in acknowledging and encouraging grassroots initiatives like we look forward to growing the game together in the years ahead. Next, we would like to thank the Mumbai Referee Association for partnering with us. There is no game without referees, and we deeply appreciate their dedication, professionalism, and guidance throughout the league. Their contribution has been crucial in ensuring fair play and valuable learning environment for our young athletes. So now we would like to honor today's match officials, Mr. Umesh Patel and Mr. Vivek Nagpure. We would even like to extend our sincere thanks to our technology partner, that's Acer, for strengthening our technological capabilities and collaborating with us to help transform DPDL into an even more impactful platform for talent development in the future. The partnership that has added immense value to DPDL and evaluated the event to new heights. Adding to this, we are pleased to announce that Acer will be rewarding the best two players of the season with an exciting prize that would be the Acer Iconia tab. With every season, we aim to raise the bar across every aspect of the league, and the venue remains a key part of that experience. Today, we would like to express our heartfelt thanks to the venue partners for providing us such an outstanding facility and for making DPDL feel like home. We would even like to thank our health and performance partner, Kokilaben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital, for providing a paramedic support throughout the league and ensuring a safe play environment for all our participants. Their constant support and medical assistance have been invaluable. Now I would like to call in Gopinath Iyer to speak a few words. Can we have a round of applause for Gopinath, please?
Hello. Hello, hello. Am I clear? Am I audible? My name is Gopinath, and it's a pleasure for me to be standing up here today in front of everyone. All this set reminds me of a simple yet powerful message that we may come from different walks of life, speak in different tongues, but our hearts beat as one. All of us share the same passion and love towards this beautiful sport, football. On this occasion, I would also like to remind all of you that there's more to life than just scoring goals, winning matches, and winning titles. It is about building one's character through the sport, taking that extra mile for the people and things that you love and are passionate about, and most not losing hope. Hope is important. It keeps you alive. And for the players, all of you, you've had a wonderful season. Please, ahead in life, do not chase success. Be the best version of yourselves every day. Success will definitely follow. And the last thing that I'm reminded of over here is मैं इतना ज्ञान क्यों बांट रहा हूँ आज but the thing is it's been a wonderful season for the staff at PTL and for the parents and the players as well. So before I hand it over to Nirmit for the season awards, I would like to open my arms with gratitude and thank each and every one present over here to make this league what it is today. May God have mercy on all of us. Thank you so much. Over to you, Nirmit.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gopinath Iyer, for your wise words. So now it is time to announce the individual award winners. To present the first set of awards, I would like to request Mr. Hanil Nongdu to please come up on the stage. Can I have a round of applause, please? Our first award recognizes the outstanding performer who made a significant impact in the final match. So the Good Flipping Burgers player of the final for the under 10 age category goes to Jonathan from HG Grasshoppers. Now, the Good Flipping Burgers player of the final for the under 8 age category goes to Shaurya Shah from Kandivali FC. Now it is time to recognize the team that demonstrated outstanding sportsmanship, integrity, and respect for the game, the opponents, and the officials throughout the season. So, the Good Flipping Burgers Fair Play Award for the under 8 age category goes to Yeshua FC. The Good Flipping Burger Fair Play Award for the under 10 age category goes to CFCI Avengers. Wonderful CFCI. So now the next award goes to the young talent who showcased remarkable growth, potential, and impact this season, brightening the future of football. So the Good Flipping Burgers Emerging Player of the Year for the under 8 age category goes to Neil Bhutani from Conscient White. The Good Flipping Burger Emerging Player of the Year for the under 10 age category goes to Mohabbat Potanam Chalil. Next award recognizes the player who constantly demonstrated exceptional defensive ability, leadership, and sportsmanship throughout the season. So, the Acer Defender of the Year for the under 8 age category goes to Ashwat Chavan from MH Oranje FC.
The Acer Defender of the Year for the under 10 age category goes to Jain from HG Grasshoppers. Thank you, Hanil. For the next set of awards, I would now like to request Adil Sheikh to please come up on the stage. The next, we recognize the creative and influential player who consistently demonstrated exceptional vision, skill, and impact on the game. The Acer Innovative Player of the Year for the under 8 age category goes to Vyom Shah from Kandivali FC. Now, the Acer Innovative Player of the Year for the under 10 age category goes to Vidrut Rai from Conscient White. Now, the next award goes to the shot stopper who consistently showcased exceptional reflexes, leadership, and shot saving ability, protecting their team's goal with skill and determination. So now, the Acer Goalkeeper of the Year for the under 10 age category goes to Shiven Kapoor from Conscient White. So now, the next player has shown outstanding skills, determination, and consistency throughout the season. The performance has truly set a benchmark. So now, the Acer Girls Player of the Season for the under 8 age category goes to Alanze Tona from Numa FC. Now, the Acer Girls Player of the Season for the under 10 age category goes to Ava Almeida from DFA Mavericks. So now, up next, we recognize the player who has demonstrated exceptional goal scoring ability and consistency throughout the season. So the Acer Top Scorer of the Year for the under 8 age category goes to Mahir Lalwani from Soccer Stars FA. outstanding coach who has demonstrated exceptional leadership, innovative thinking, and a strong commitment to athlete development, inspiring their team to achieve great things. So, the ASA Coach of the Year for the under 8 age category goes to Abhishek Walia from Kandivali FC. Now, the ASA Coach of the Year for the under 10 age category goes to Omkar Parthe from CFCI Avengers. And now, and now, And now, finally, it is time to honor the most outstanding player of the season, the individual who demonstrated exceptional quality, performance, and impact through the competition. This player will also receive the laptop prize. So, the Acer Player of the Season for the under 8 age category goes to Joshua Jesso from MH Oranje FA. Now, the Acer Player of the Season for the under 10 age category goes to Arjun Jain from Conscient White. Thank you, Adil. Now, I would like to call Vivian up on the stage to say a few words.
Before moving ahead to the trophy ceremony, we would like to felicitate our medical partner for the season, Kokila Ben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital, by calling upon Dr. Madhya Menon and Dr. Krishina Bhatt on the stage. And I would like to call upon Shruti to facilitate them. Can we have a round of applause, guys? Now, I would like to call upon Sarthak Dubey to facilitate our respected chief guests. Guys, can we have a round of applause for our chief guest and Mr. Sarthak Dubey? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to give the mic back to Nirmit Tiwari, and we would be going back to the trophy winners.
Thank you, Vivian. Now I would like to call upon Shruti Nair to present the Shield trophies. Can I have a round of applause, please? Now, the Shield winners of the under 10 age categories are CFCI Avengers, now, the runner-ups of the Acer DPDL season 2025 to 2026 in the under 8 age category is Kandivali FC. FC. And thank you, Shruti. Now I would like to call upon Hanil to present the next award. The runner-ups of the Acer DPDL season 2025 to 26 in the under 10 age category is HG Grasshoppers. Thank you, Hanil. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Adil to present the winner trophies. The winner of the Acer DPDL season 2025 to 26 in the under 8 age category is MH Oranje FA. So now, the winner of the Acer DPDL season 2025 to 26 in the under 10 age category is Conscient White.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. That brings us to the end of DPDL Under 8 and Under 10 Baby League Season 25-26. See you guys next season. Thank you so much.